Let's talk about history. Since I'm not a historian, then that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. Because I know something, and something is better than nothing. So let's talk about a little bit about hygiene, cleanliness, etc., 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 all the way back in time. So, in Europe, like, they didn't keep clean. Nah. Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, all those rats running around, and the bubonic plague, the dark plague, and they had like sewage running in the streets, and the sewage was running into the rivers, and it's like, no wonder they had to drink beer, because the water was too rancid. Forget about bathing. I mean, if they could afford, they would be bathing in beer too, but they couldn't. So, that's Europe, right? So Europeans were totally screwed, In the East, yeah, they had it, they knew, take your shoes off. You go into someone's home, you've been going down the street wearing your sandals on the street, there's like donkey dew and mule feces all over the road. You're wearing your sandals, you're walking through this stuff. You go into someone's home, you take your shoes off. Of course. Makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know. The Europeans didn't figure that one out, but, it took them a couple thousand years to figure it out. But, they got it eventually. So, yeah, we've come real far. But, it's like, if I had a shoe and I was going to curse somebody, I would be like throwing it at them and like, your father's shoe. Yeah, that's like the worst curse you could call someone, their shoe, because that shoe has seen a lot of shit. Yeah, so that's a bit about my course in history. But the French, they kind of figured it out, that bathing makes you smell. So they invented the perfume to figure that out, to deal with all that, because perfume just masks it, right? And they got it. They got the perfume, the cologne, the douche. Like, the French were like, they wanted to smell nice because they were romantic, right? So romance and smelling nice obviously has some connection. That's history. The French had some ideas, right? Like, they were like Renaissance, they were ahead of their time. And they knew, right? And they're like, French is the language of love. And, maybe they didn't bathe, but they certainly smelled nice. They smelled like flowers and Brut and, by Fabergé and all that stuff. But, yeah, they knew something. Yeah. So that's my history lesson. Yeah.